My parents think my sick aunt is going to leave them everything when she dies and are pressuring her to change the will, but they didn't know her chaotic secret that will change everything. I was 10 when Aunt Julie moved in with us. She was bald and way thinner than I ever remembered her. I have stage 3 lymphoma. Can I stay here for a while? She was crying and looked like she was about to faint, but my parents just gave her an annoyed look. But then suddenly, they exchanged glances like they were thinking the exact same thing, and turned to Julie before telling her they'd love to take her in, and that they'd be there for every step of her journey. At first, they kept their word. All the attention was on her. The dinner table was filled with questions about chemo, support group recommendations, Mom bringing what she found online from survivors. Julie seemed so happy and loved she looked like she was gonna explode. But then, not even 3 weeks in, things changed. Mom started complaining about how Julie's medical appointments disrupted her book club schedule. Dad began taking his dinner to his study because he said being around Julie made him too sad to eat. They moved her to the guest room in the basement and started leaving her meals on a tray outside her door like she had something contagious. Don't spend too much time with her, Mom told me one morning while packing my lunch. She won't be here long and I don't want you getting too attached. When I asked why they were being so mean to someone who was sick, Dad said something that made my stomach twist. Only bad people get sick. She must have done something terrible to deserve this. But Julie wasn't bad at all. When my parents went to bed, she'd sneak upstairs and play board games with me. She helped me with my math homework that Mom was always too busy to look at. This wasn't the weird part, though. The weird part was that my parents kept telling me that Julie would die soon, almost as if they were convincing me or manifesting it. But what they said didn't seem true. Julie looked to be getting better. Her cheeks got fuller and she stopped looking so tired all the time. She even joked once that she felt suspiciously healthy for someone who's supposed to be dying, but I didn't really get what she meant. Everything changed when these older kids started picking on me during my walk to school. They'd throw rocks and call me names and I was terrified. I begged Mom to walk me, but she said that was her yoga time and she couldn't miss it. Dad needed his quiet time in the break room before work started, so he couldn't do it either. I thought I'd have to face the bullies alone, until one morning Julie appeared at the front door fully dressed. Sick or not, nobody messes with you, she said. The walk was long, but she didn't care. And what's great is that the bullies took one look at the pale, bald woman marching toward them and scattered. After that, Julie walked me every single morning and I noticed she got stronger and faster each day. Mom was furious when she stayed home one morning and found out Julie was walking me. You're too sick for this. Stop confusing her. She needs to prepare for you to die. I didn't even get a chance to defend Julie. I just saw her cry as they banned her from the family areas and told me she was just attention-seeking with her illness. One night I couldn't sleep and went to get water. I found Julie crying at the kitchen table with Mom and Dad standing over her. There were papers everywhere and Mom was pointing at different documents. You need to be practical about this, Mom said. We'll have funeral costs. Think of Sarah's future, Dad added. That was my name. Private school isn't cheap. The least you can do is provide for the family that took you in. I realized what was happening. I couldn't stay quiet anymore. Stop! I screamed, running into the kitchen. She's getting better. You just want her money. You tell me she's bad, but she's the only one who's nice to me. Mom grabbed my arm and dragged me to my room. She's poisoned you against us, she hissed before locking my door. Later that night, I heard softly knocking. Julie slipped inside and sat on my bed. She was shaking and tears were streaming down her face. I need to tell you something, she whispered. I told her her secrets were safe with me before putting my hand on my heart. She looked at me like she was the proudest aunt in the world. I know this is a lot to tell you, but you're a big girl. You'll understand. My whole life, they've treated me like I don't exist. I had no birthdays, no gifts, no cake, and no chocolate. But my brothers did. When I was your age, I always thought that no matter what, they would never care about me. That's sad, I responded, confused but sad for her. So now that I'm all